There are stories you hear and forget, but some leave a mark on your soul forever. Today, you will discover one of those stories. A legend few dare to tell. A story said to be so terrifying that those who know it can never sleep peacefully again. They say that by hearing it, you become a part of it, an inevitable piece in the game of terror. But what if I told you it's real? That the scars it left can still be felt. By the way, my name is Bip, and that's Fear Frequency, a channel dedicated to horror stories. And if you like to feel your heart rate increase, do not hesitate to subscribe and comment. So, prepare yourself. Turn off the lights, turn up the volume, and face the unknown. Because today, we will witness in a small village, isolated by dense forests and mountains, there stood an ancient church, so old that the stones holding it up seemed more like bones than masonry. The locals called it the Eternal Vigil, because inside it burned a single candle that never went out. The local legend claimed that the candle lit the path between this world and the next, maintaining a barrier between the living and the dead. If it ever went out, the barrier would fall, and they would come to claim what was theirs. For centuries, a priest tended to the candle, alternating between prayers and watchful vigilance. But one day, the last priest died suddenly, and no one in the village had the courage to take his place. Days went by, and the flame, though weak, remained lit, as if resisting on its own. Until one night, a group of young villagers, emboldened by curiosity and alcohol, decided to enter the church to see if the candle was really that special. They found the candle on the altar, a small flame flickering in the darkness. They laughed, mocked the tradition, and in an act of defiance, one of them blew out the candle. The silence that followed was absolute. That night, the village was engulfed by a supernatural stillness. There was no wind, no sound of the usual insects, only a suffocating emptiness. When the tower clock struck midnight, the bells began to toll on their own. Slowly, doors started to creak, windows to open, and a biting cold swept through every house. Then came the shadows. They were not human, but they had shapes that resembled people. Tall, skeletal, with eyes that glowed like embers. They walked slowly through the streets, entering each house, one by one. The villagers who tried to escape found that the village was surrounded by darkness. There was no way out. The shadows did not kill their victims immediately. First, they whispered their worst fears, bringing to light buried secrets, forgotten guilt, and hidden traumas. The whispers were so unbearable that many surrendered willingly. The next morning, the village was deserted. Only one person survived, Anna, an elderly woman who lived on the outskirts. She was found mumbling disconnected words, her eyes fixed, and her skin gray like wax. Anna told what she saw before losing her sanity. They weren't just shadows, they were the souls of the damned, those who died without peace. And when the candle went out, they came to seek company. Anna died that night, but not before leaving a warning. The flame must never die, because if it does, they will return. And next time, it won't just be a village, it will be the entire world. The church still exists, hidden somewhere, forgotten by time. The candle, they say, was relit by a traveler who found the abandoned village. But no one knows how long the flame will endure. And now that you know this story, there's something you need to understand. Every time it is told, the flame grows weaker. So, if you hear bells at midnight or feel an unexpected chill, remember, it might be that the flame has finally gone out, and they are coming for you. Hello again. If you have watched so far, congratulations, you are very brave. But do not worry, because this is a fictional story. But if you want to see real scary stories, I recommend these video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.